Hey guys, today I'll be explaining law of cosines. In my previous video, I talked about law of sines, and law of cosines this time uses cosine. And law of cosines is a way you can also solve for the side lengths and angles of a triangle. However, it's only used when you have SAS, meaning you have an angle between both sides. So like in here, you have a 37 degrees between 11 and 8. For law of sines, you can use AAS, ASA, and SSA because you have to have at least one whole ratio intact. So let's first start off with the actual formula. So if we were to take this triangle and label its angles, A, B, and C, and if we were to have the sides across from the lowercase version of the letters, would be A and C, our formula would be A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine of A. It's the same formula as the other ones. For B squared, it would be A squared plus C squared minus 2AC times cosine of B. And for C squared, it would be A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine of C. So how it works is these represents the actual side length. So if you're trying to solve for the side length of A, then you would do the other side length squared minus 2 times them times cosine of that angle, which is facing that side. So using this, we're able to solve for one side. And usually what you do is you solve for one side, and then from there you use the law of sine. Because the law of sines, in my opinion, is much easier and takes much less time. So we have this problem here. We're given, it's SAS, as you can see, we're given two side lengths and an angle. And let's label this side as A. Let's make it a lowercase. So what we can do is we can do A squared equals 11 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 11 times 8 times cosine of 37. So if we first input this in our calculator, 11 squared plus 8 squared is 185. Sorry. Let's write that 185. And minus 2 times 11 times 8. 2 times 11 times 8. Get a value of 176. So 176 cosine 37. So if we were to multiply 176 times the cosine of 37, remember your triangle, whenever you're doing cosine, sine, or tan, it always has to be in degree mode, your calculator. So you do 176 times cosine of 37, you get 140.56. So 185 minus 140.56, and you end up getting a value of 44.4 for your side length here. But that's not the actual side length because it's A squared. So then what we have to do is just to find the square root. So we do square root function on our calculator, and we get a value of 6.66 for A. So now we know this is 6.66. From here, when it comes to solving for the angles, we can use the law of sine. Because if you remember, in the law of sine, you have to have at least one whole ratio intact. So what we can do is we can label this as B and C. So this would be B and this would be C. So if we do sine of 37 over 6.66 equals sine of B over over sine of B over 11 equals sine of C over 8. So from there, I think you guys know how to solve it. Remember in my previous video, I talked about how to solve for law of sines. You just have to cross multiply so that you could solve for each ratio, because since now that we have one whole ratio intact, it's really simple to solve it, and you'll be able to easily solve for the other side lengths and angles. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like if you understood it, thought it was nice, and please subscribe to our channel. And I hope to see you guys next time.